A surprise for you, Abba.
This is why in Mommy's room. Okay. I just
It involves my kiwi, so whatever it is gonna be.
What's this? Two butterflies.
Pretty!
Two butterflies. Don't mess with them.
Oh, they got on the kiwi.
Yeah, I think one of them is eating the kiwi right now.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Presley ActiveGames.com here, and today our butterflies, they didn't hatch, they came out of their chrysalis. Chrysalis? I think that's the proper plural.
Chrysalis.
Well, there's more than, it's either chrysalis or chrysalis. It's not chrysalises. Whatever.
Chrysalis.
Might be chrysalis. They're butterflies now. So yeah, what's going on there is, there are the caterpillars, and I did this when I was little. So the caterpillars, they get mailed to you. You buy this set, and the caterpillars get mailed to you, and they come with a bunch of food, which...
It didn't come with food.
Yeah, the stuff around them is food.
The stuff in the bottom of the cup.
The stuff at the bottom of the
Yeah, so there's food for the caterpillars, and they eat. And then
They get bigger, and then climb up to the top of the lid and start their chrysalis. And then you take the top out and put them in that little wood thing. And then put them in the cage. And when they hatch, they're in the cage.
Yes.
And we've had them kiwi, and there's a little, what is that called?
Nectar?
What's in the nectar?
Cotton ball?
A little cotton ball filled with nectar.
Cool.
What happens inside the chrysalis, Cooper?
They grow wings.
Well,
That's what happened.
It's not just a caterpillar with wings.
no, it's not. So, what happens is a caterpillar starts to form a chrysalis, not a pupa,
Not a cocoon.
not a cocoon, a chrysalis. It starts to form a chrysalis when it's ready to mature into a butterfly, and they sort of liquefy into this weird butterfly soup. And for a really long time, people thought they just liquefied, but recently-ish, we've discovered that there are remnants of the caterpillar still in there, so like various organs and their brain and stuff like that. And that all stays in the butterfly soup. And then they will rebuild themselves, and they will grow like a bunch more cells, like 50,000-ish more cells. And then they will emerge from their chrysalis when they have fully matured into a butterfly. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And they all turn into butterfly soup. And yes, that's a reference to the video game Butterfly Soup. So yeah, it's really cool, and it's a really fascinating thing. And it's really interesting the way we've tested finding the internal organs in there and stuff. Because we know, we did an experiment, not as in our family, we as in humanity, did this experiment where we found out, we trained a caterpillar to respond a certain way to light or something like that, and then the caterpillar crystallized, and then when it emerged, it still responded the same way as a butterfly.
The butterfly did.
Yes. So that's our experiment.
It's almost like one of the thought experiments for like teleportation, where they take your body and they break it down into like raw materials, and then they rebuild you on the other side.
Yeah.
That's almost what's happening with the caterpillar to the butterfly. Like the caterpillar is just breaking down into this primordial ooze of raw materials, and then the little remnants that stay use those raw materials to build the butterfly.
Yeah.
So they're kind of taking all the little pieces that were a caterpillar and using those to build a butterfly off of the scaffolding that exists. Like, it's a really crazy thing.
Right.
Like,
They
it's,
can
It's a tinier isn't like their head a little bit kind of like isn't their head like one of the pieces of the
no,
caterpillar?
the head doesn't. The head gets rebuilt. Like, everything gets built, and then it uses some of the raw material, and then it also, like, the cells divide. Like Presley said, like some of the basic cells divide really, really rapidly, and it just builds this entirely new critter inside the chrysalis. Like, it's really, really crazy and remarkable what's happening inside of that thing.
That could also
And there's some really cool, there's some photos online, we'll put a link to a thing, there's some photos online of a guy that was doing some research. I think it was silkworms, and he had one that didn't make its chrysalis correctly, and so he could see it sort of go through part of the process and stuff. And like there's like people obviously have sort of dissected chrysalis at different stages, but this was a guy that actually just didn't quite make his chrysalis correct, and so you could kind of see some of the stuff that was going on. Like it's really just mind-boggling what's happening inside of those
That
things.
could also, theoretically, what we could learn from that could also theoretically work with appearance
He's having a
altering.
little kiwi.
Yes. Yeah, it's on
Appearance
the TV.
altering.
So like in addition to like these kits being kind of cool, like we've always enjoyed doing these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like just what's happening from a science standpoint is remarkable.
Yeah. They did them with ladybirds and,
Ladybirds.
sorry, ladybugs.
The movie?
Well, they're called ladybirds.
They did it with the DVD for the movie. They put the
Ladybugs?
DVD and then
Yes. I was, okay, I started saying ladybird by accident because, first of all, a lot of people I talk to say ladybird instead of ladybug because they don't live in America, and also Ladybird the movie. So, whatever. So they do it with ladybugs, and...
Which none of the ladybugs yet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, their larvae look really cool.
Yeah, I know. I found them. They're all over.
Yeah,
they're all
but
in
I
our
got-
yard in Colorado. I almost called it Japan. In Colorado, they had a bunch of them. They're like orange and black. They look really cool. And then they do it with some other things. I don't know. The company that does that does
Yeah.
a bunch of other bugs.
Yeah, I saw they do. They may do praying mantis.
Praying manti.
Ooh.
There were 3 more things. One of them ladybugs, ants,
But we've got
and lady.
3 more to break out. So
Yes.
Cooper didn't actually get to see these guys break
None
out
of
of their
us.
chrysalis.
None of us caught it.
So we're hoping that Cooper will get to see at least one of those 3.
And I'm feeling like when we did it with you, Presley, that we only caught one.
I think
we
I've
saw
seen a
2.
couple.
Yeah.
So they're going through that gross
Butterfly soup.
butterfly soup process right now.
And is that process that they're making like the tongue to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
the nectar
The
out
little
and
split
stuff?
what is
tongue
that
that has to
called?
merge back together. The proboscis.
Yeah, proboscis.
Proboscis.
Yeah, we tried to listen to it today. I think it was what was it?
It's spelled proboscis.
Yeah, it's
I know
one of
this
those.
before.
And what is the proboscis?
Proboscis is a tongue a butterfly
straw.
uses to suck that nutrients from.
So up
That's
to
what he's doing
the
right now on his little kiwi.
Yeah, so maybe he made his tongue go together now.
Uh-huh. He had a bifurcated
Like a snake?
proboscis. And
Yeah.
then they grow back together after they come
Oh,
out
wow.
of the chrysalis.
there's like a snake tongue and then a curly thing in the middle, and they all merge together to make a actual like straw.
Yeah, there's people
And
that
it's-
do that. Like bifurcate their tongue, so they cut it in
Yeah,
half until they
that
have
looks
2
cool.
tongues and they can control them independently and stuff. It's pretty freaky.
Why would you do that?
It looks
Body
cool.
modification.
Too.
You look like a snake. The company's name is Insect Lore. I'm sure a lot of you guys had these. I had 2. And if we get lucky and get to see one breaking out of their chrysalis, we will post some footage of that on Instagram or somewhere else. So make sure to follow us on Instagram. Wink, wink, wink. There'll be a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to press the subscribe button to see more videos like this. And leave a comment if you know something about butterflies that we don't. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!